All right, everybody, what's going on? My name is Curtis Keeping, and welcome back to the Amazon Soldier channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please go ahead, take some time to hit that subscribe button over there in the corner at the bottom of this video. That just lets us know that we're doing a good job with the content that we're putting out, and most important of all, it keeps you guys notified and up to date when we release new videos just like this one. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that a supplier told me today, and they sounded pretty pissed off when they were telling me this. They just so happen to be one of the biggest closeout suppliers in the United States. So I think it's very important that you listen up and hear what this supplier has to say, okay? No, they didn't tell me to get on my YouTube channel and blast this to my audience. They're just generally pissed off, and I figured I'd put that message out there and try and educate some sellers, okay? So just got off the phone with one of my suppliers. I had to literally convince him, had to literally beg him to give me a particular item, okay? It was an iron. I really wanted this iron. It's selling on Amazon, super hot, literally selling thousands of units every single month. And I had to beg him to let me take it, okay? And here's why. This supplier happens to have, I think it was 30,000 units of this particular item in stock. And what's been happening lately, they have a lot of SKUs or a lot of products that they hold a lot of stock in, okay? And what's been happening lately is they've been selling this stock off to Amazon sellers who are just buying, 10, 20, 30 units of a particular item. The Amazon seller then takes that item, lists it on Amazon. They think that they're going to make a profit on it. Okay, great. So they list it at that price, and then they wake up the next morning only to find that somebody's undercut them by a couple pennies or a couple dollars. So what does most Amazon sellers do? They just go ahead and they smash the price up and they undercut that guy by 5 cents. What happens? Then that guy comes in and undercuts the other guy, and then undercuts the other guy, and then it's a race all the way to the bottom. So why does this play into my pissed off supplier today? Well, because this supplier holds, 10, 20,000 units of a lot of different SKUs, that affects their retail side of the business, okay? So when they try and sell off some of this inventory to retail customers who operate brick and mortar stores, they can't, because the brick and mortar store owners are looking at the items that the supplier has in stock, and what do? They quickly go to Amazon to see what the retail price is on Amazon. In case you didn't know, Amazon is kind of the baseline for pricing in the US. So if anybody needs to know a price for a particular item, the first thing they're going to do is jump on Amazon to check out the price. So retail store owner goes and sees that this particular item is selling for, I don't know, let's just say $19. And then the wholesaler is trying to sell it to them for, I don't know, $16, for example. There's no possible way that the retail store owner can compete when the margins are only a couple dollars, because he knows that 90% of people are not going to come into the retail store. They're going to go to Amazon. So what's been happening is that a lot of products on Amazon are being smashed up. The prices are getting dropped, and the retail store owners cannot compete. You're probably thinking, well, why does this matter? We want everybody to go to Amazon, don't we? That's where we all sell. Very true. But if you're dealing with a big supplier that's been around for 20, 30, 40 years, a lot of their customer base is still brick and mortar stores, and they're still stuck in their ways. So you kind of have to cater to them. You kind of have to play ball in their court, if you will. So if 90% of their business is still brick and mortar stores, and all of a sudden Amazon sellers are smashing up the prices on their items, all of a sudden they can't sell a majority of their inventory to brick and mortar anymore, and they're stuck sitting on that inventory. So what does that mean? They don't want to deal with Amazon sellers, basically, and I've heard this from more than one supplier. In fact, I've probably heard this now in 2020 alone from 3 or 4 big distributors in the United States. They're getting pissed off because they can't sell their inventory to retail stores anymore because the retail stores can't make any profit. And they don't want to continue to sell to Amazon store owners because the Amazon store owners are only buying up 10, 20, 30 units at a time. On the other hand, the retail store owners have chains of 10, 20, 30 stores all across North America. And they are probably buying up tens of thousands of units at a time. Again, as opposed to the Amazon seller who is only buying 10 or 15 units for the month, right? So you kind of catch what I'm saying here? The big name distributors are getting pissed off because the Amazon sellers are dropping the price too much online, okay? So what are we going to do about that as Amazon sellers? Well, I know right away that I want to cater to my supplier and I want to take care of my supplier. So if my supplier deals with 90% brick and mortar, I want to try and help him continue to do that, or at least alleviate some of the frustration, right? So me as an Amazon seller, before I purchase inventory from a supplier, I'm going to do my research to make sure that there's no possibility that the price is going to get smashed up below a price that I'm not going to get profit on. And how do I do that? I'm going to use tools like Keepa. I'm going to use tools like Inventory Spy to check the level of stock on a competitor. I'm going to use Keepa to look at the entire price history to see if there's any chance that that sale price is going to drop below a point where I can't make any money, okay? So again, guys, we want to avoid smashing up the price online. Again, if the big name wholesalers don't want to deal with Amazon sellers, it's going to be bad for all of us, right? Because they're going to continue to stay stuck in their way and only want to deal with brick and mortar. So we need to play ball with them and we need to cater to them and we need to really look after and listen to what they're saying, right? So if they're saying that they don't want to sell to Amazon sellers because the Amazon sellers are smashing the price up online and making it so the retailers can't make any profit, we need to fix that as a whole. We need to really understand that what we're doing, in the short term, okay, we're going to be able to sell out of our 10 or 15 units and get our money back. But in the long term, we're just screwing ourselves out of some really amazing suppliers that have been around for, like I said, 10 to 40 years and have all the connections in the world, okay? I don't think I have a problem dealing with my supplier. The main purpose of this video is just to educate you guys and kind of voice the concerns that the suppliers are having, okay? If I hear anything else about this issue, I'll be sure to drop it on the channel. But again, guys, make sure you think twice about dropping the price down a couple bucks just to sell out of your 5 or 10 units. Because if you bring that price down too low to a point where it actually can't be brought back up, then there's a problem for everybody, right? And we don't want to screw ourselves out of a supplier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys understand the point that I'm trying to get across here. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And before I sign off, I have one last thing to you. If you guys are getting value from the channel and you guys are learning lots, please share this with a friend or a relative or somebody who would also get benefit from the channel, right? We are not charging any fee to do this channel or provide this YouTube content, but all we ask is that you help us grow this community together. So again, if you've got value from the channel, please share it with your friend, your spouse, your parents, your colleagues, whatever you got to do. Just get more people involved, okay? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.